What's going on, everybody? Oh, hold on. No, cut that. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Crash the Podcast, a Busted podcast. Oh, sorry again, mate. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Crash the Podcast, a Busted podcast, all about things. Oh, I'm going to start that again. Fuck! What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Crash the Podcast, a Busted podcast. I can't even say a podcast today.
Should I try?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Crash the Podcast, a podcast about all things busted. I'm Stu.
I'm Joe.
And, yeah, I don't know what to say. Glad I crashed the podcast. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Crash the Podcast, a podcast about all things busted. I'm Stu.
And I'm Joe.
Yeah, and about sometime last week with the Halfway There album came out. If you've been following me on YouTube, you probably know I've been doing reactions to every single song. Joe came along for the ride, I would say, because I did the reaction to Race to Mars. And in the process of talking through Skype, we came up with this really good idea of this podcast, and I think we're going to love it. I think everyone's going to love it. So we've been looking forward to it. We've been planning ahead. So I think it's going to be a really good ride. Joe, what have you done on your channel lately?
I've been doing lots of busted covers. I've done MIA, It Happens, and Radio from the new album. I haven't yet done any of the old stuff, but there are things planned. But for the meantime, we're gonna see how this podcast goes, and we've got lots of exciting things planned.
Yeah, dude. On my channel, I've just explained before, I've been doing busted videos for the odd one here and there for quite a while since basically Busted got back together. The odd one here and there, and I just thought it was a great opportunity when 90s got released to put out a reaction to it, because a genuine massive Busted fan that I am, a genuine reaction to it, and then it kind of just escalated from there, from views, and I thought I've got something here, I've got something good, and that's quite kind of what happened. So yeah, links for our channels will be in the description bar below as always. But yeah, it's been a week, a really good week with the Halfway There album coming out. I'm quite depressed that it's quite over in a slight way with reactions. But yeah, it's been an awesome week, hasn't it, Joe?
Yeah, it's been a crazy week. Obviously, with the chart battle, which we'll talk about in more depth a little bit later on, but it's been absolutely mad, and the Busted community are absolutely amazing.
They're nuts.
We've done bits for the boys, and I'm sure they can't be happy with how it's turned out.
Yeah, definitely, dude. They reached number 2 in the charts. Unfortunately, they didn't get the number 1 place that would like them to. But I'd like to say congratulations to them for the number 2, because it still is a massive achievement, especially going from number 13 Night Driver to this. It's huge. It's huge.
Yeah, man, it's been absolutely amazing. And just a quick congratulations as well to the specials, legendary musicians, and I'm sure as well with their music they fully deserve number 1. But the chart battle was very, very tight, and I am gutted for the Busted boys for not getting there. I was just gonna say, what we're gonna try and talk about first would be the chart battle.
Yeah, just a little in detail.
Yeah, which was, as I said earlier, absolutely mad. It was so close, and I think with the timing of them releasing the album, that was the best time for them to release it. Only because with the albums coming up from huge artists like Ariana Grande, I'm sure there's loads more planned. They wouldn't have had a chance in the charts just because of how saturated the industry is at this moment. And the first original date of the Halfway There album to be released was actually the 8th of February.
Yeah.
Which is when Ariana Grande's album came out. So I think they made a really, really good choice to push that back a week.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I actually didn't know it got changed. I didn't see any advertisement or any tweet or anything. I was just doing my local stream, and everyone was asking, when's it come out? Someone said the 1st, someone said the 8th. I got a bit confused. And then lo and behold, it was the first. So it was the first, not the 8th. A week later. So yeah, they did it. They did a great It was great for them to change the day. I think it was very thoughtful to do that as well.
Yeah.
There would have been fucked, if you will, if they did bring it out on the 8th. I went to HMV the other day because they've got the stock in. Like, this is only Saturday.
Yeah.
And I checked the charts on the wall, and number one was Ariana Grande, so it must have just came out that day, and they just put straight number one. So it was insane.
It's crazy. She can get like 1 million sales in one day.
Yeah. She's worldwide at the end of the
Mental.
day, so it's not just States. So yeah, they did a great opportunity there, but unfortunately, I don't think they've got any chance this week. I think the hype's quite. I won't say the hype's dying down. I would say it's gonna be impossible. We can't keep the campaign going. It's done now. A week of it.
Yeah, especially being an independent artist.
Yeah.
They've got no record label behind them. PR, it's completely on them.
Yeah.
So they're having to spend their own money for advertisement. I know they had a few adverts on TV.
Yeah.
They had sort of A-list celebrities tweeting out about it, which I'm sure they probably had to pay for or ask permission for.
Yeah, maybe.
It's definitely part of the PR.
It's just a shame. Yeah, it's just a shame that they didn't do it earlier on. It seemed that was a panic move in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
I mean, they did the best to do what they did on Thursday night with the last final day. Obviously, everyone pre-ordered the splattered vinyl, the red vinyl. It all got sold out earlier on. Like maybe what time did they come out? November, December time originally, and then they decided to bring 60 more copies of red vinyl out, 20 more limited copies of the splattered vinyl just to get more sales. You had on.
I feel like it was much too late in the week, as you say, to just get that little final push.
Yeah, definitely.
I think if they were doing it all the way from Monday when the album came out, the Friday before, they would have absolutely smashed it. I think it was only about 700 sales behind.
Yeah, definitely. And what else was I going to say? Not just the vinyls, they had the signed CDs came out as well, late copies, so people missed out. They've been signing them throughout the week between the mini acoustic promotion tour. And also, I like to just say, I've been looking on Twitter this morning. This is quite not in our notes, but there's a lot of people getting the copies over the weekend of the album not signed, and people are complaining that they're not signed. But on the receipt, it's got written signed copy, like pamphlet that you put inside the CD to follow. So don't panic. You're gonna get it signed. In fact,
it will be signed by the boys.
You're gonna have 2 booklets anyway, so you've got a plus, I suppose. But yeah, you definitely get them. Don't worry about that. But yeah, it's been an awesome week. The hype has been real. I've been on cloud 9 every day.
I've been buzzing, man. It's been crazy.
It's been absolutely amazing. What do you think of the album then?
It's the most complete busted album that I've ever listened to be honest.
Definitely.
It's got everything from early days, from their self-titled to even a little bit of a Night Driver vibe.
Yeah.
It's everything we could have asked for. And the fact that they only done 10 songs, really
9.
10.
Argument 9.
It was definitely 10.
10 songs, but 9 new ones.
9 new ones, absolutely. Yeah. But the fact that they only kept it down to obviously 9 new ones, 10 songs in total, just shows that obviously they wanted to release quality, not quantity. And that they really, really do now care about their music. Not that they didn't in the past, but Charlie has stated so many times that the band in the past became a little bit of a gimmick. But with the music they've released, it's so professional. It's so mature.
Definitely, dude. I love it. The more I listen to it as the weeks go on, the more I'm falling in love with the album. I really am. I generally think that it is my favourite Busted album so far. Like you said, 10 tracks. People complain there wasn't enough. Maybe some time in the future, in the summer, I've maybe heard rumours that they're going to bring out the tracks that never made the cut. But to me, I'll go through. We've got a plan the next episode where we'll actually sit down and talk about the album properly.
Definitely.
But in summary, I love the album. There's a big rage, like I said before, because I said 9 songs. I'm not raging about it personally. I love it. Obviously, one of the songs is originally a Son of Doak song that got
Yeah.
recorded by Mick Buster later on. People are
Mm.
raging on about it, but to be fair, James put a tweet out the other day, and it was a series of tweets of your favourite songs, and it got the final. I don't know what was in the final, but What Happened to Your Band was in the final vote, and it did win the vote. So everyone must love it. It's got to love it. So, yeah, I still think it's a great. I'm not going too much into it, but I think it was a great choice to put that song in the album. Cause
Yeah, definitely.
I love the song as it is. It's one of the standout songs from the album, to be fair.
Yeah, and I think with how many songs they did release on the album, I think if they say added, I don't know, 5 more, so it was the same length as A Present for Everyone.
Yeah.
And those 5 songs weren't as strong, I think people would have been really disappointed. So they made a really good move.
100% agree with that. Some bad songs or not as good songs can make the album not feel worth it, if that makes sense. And it might not have done as well as it did. So yeah, if that was the case and the songs weren't that good, maybe they were. We don't know. They did the right thing there.
Definitely.
But throughout the week, like I said with the promotion earlier, I said they were panicking a bit with stuff, but they did like sign-ins and the acoustic tour, trying to get promoting the whole thing, the whole album. You got to meet them, Joe.
It was absolutely amazing. On the day of the album getting released, I got to meet them.
On the day, not any other day, on the day.
Absolutely crazy. On the day, it was in Brighton, a place called Resident Records. It's down the lanes. If anyone's in Brighton, go check it out. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
This isn't a paid sponsorship, but
No.
yeah, it's absolutely amazing. That shop is so cool.
Yes.
And it's now gonna have like a really good place in my heart because it's the first place I got to meet my heroes from my childhood. And to be honest with you, it couldn't have gone any better. A lot of people rumour that Charlie isn't as enthusiastic about the band, probably isn't the nicest person to meet. But I have to say, on record, he is the nicest man I've ever met.
Yeah.
He's awesome. I don't know if anybody saw it, but on my Twitter and Instagram, we got some busted T-shirts with their faces on from the Halfway There album cover, which they loved. Charlie really liked mine because it was his face. He asked us where we got them from, and I said it was from Moonpig, and he was like, "Oh my god, that's so cool." I don't think he was very pleased with the fact that his face was creased in my shirt, but that's fine.
Still, that's a cool opportunity to do. I mean, obviously, them noticing that you standing out from the crowd to get noticed.
Yeah, man. I mean, James Bourne and Matt Willis put me on their Instagram story.
Yeah.
I got to hug Charlie, and whilst I was doing that, somebody in the background was filming it, so that got onto his Instagram story.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was awesome to make a mark on the day of the album getting released.
Yeah.
And you know, hopefully, I'll stick in their mind as somebody who was very creative on the day that the album came out.
Yeah, dude, things like that they will remember. They've got to. I know a lot of people might do stuff like that, but they will remember stuff. They're gonna remember that more than someone just coming and going hi, saying
yeah,
bye.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
And away from that, you've managed to get yourself meet and greet tickets for Newcastle.
Yeah, dude, I can't.
You excited for that?
So fucking excited, like unbelievable. So basically, this week, we had not a rumor. James put a possibility out on Twitter that someone asked, "Is there anything going on in Newcastle?" So he said probably, or something on the lines. So me and you had the conversation. I was like, I'm hoping it's going to be a show. Hope it's going to be a show, possibly meet and greet. And lo and behold, I think it was Monday morning, after the album got dropped, 2 extra dates got announced, 2 Academy ones, but we'll go into that in a second. One of them being Newcastle. So I was like, I've got to do this. This is the last opportunity. I'm not saying that Buster in the future might have a bad album, because I will love Buster forevermore. But if they ever have an album like Night Driver, I don't think they'll go down there. But if they ever had an album, not classically, it's failed, didn't do as well, was halfway there, there will not be. I don't think there'll be opportunity for them to go to Newcastle. Newcastle at the moment is a very an artist that has died down if you know what I will, they still exist, but they're not as popular as they used to be. Don't tend to go to Newcastle much. So just to be safe, I thought I've got to do this. It's the last opportunity. I missed the night driver tour. So I'm an O2 customer, so it's been O2 Academy on the Wednesday morning. I got up bright and early. Well, it's not really bright and early, 10 o'clock in the morning, is it?
Not really, no.
Logged on my computer, actually all the settings saved on my computer ready the night before. Went on and got my ticket for going to see them first. But,
awesome, man. That's so cool.
Yeah. But on the O2 priority, it was only standard tickets, standing and seating in the balcony. There was no meet and greets or any extras. So I have to buy that on the Friday on the general sale. So on the Friday, I did the same thing. Got it. Had a bit of a panic, but in the end, I did get them. But turns out they're still available now to buy. So it's not. I didn't miss out, if you know Will.
Yeah,
the panic
been
was a bit
the end
stupid.
of the world if you didn't.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I had to get on there just in case it was the case. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, dude,
Oh god, yeah.
I'm so fucking excited. I've never met them before. Like you just said, that was the first time you met them.
Yeah, man.
It's something I've always wanted to do. I'll go into detail later on, but on the Pigs Can Fly tour, I went there and I did the OMFG zone, and that was an experience and a half because it was value for your money. You paid £150 a ticket just to be in that zone for that view, and it was unbelievable. They were playing around you. And they had meet and greets that time, but I couldn't justify paying another 150 quid. So for one person, 300 quid to do that and meet them, I just couldn't justify it. So this time, bit cheaper. I know it's the O2, and people complain about the price of the O2, but it's, at the end of the day, it's busted, and it's part of this massive tour. 200 quid in total, just over 200 quid to go see them and meet them and get all the added extras you get with meeting them. I think it's going to be awesome, mate. I can't wait. It's gonna be brilliant.
It's gonna be so cool. Before they announced that they were coming to Brighton to do the record signing, I was contemplating getting meet and greet tickets at Wembley Arena, but I think that would have been a really bad call. Only because Wembley Arena, there's going to be so much more demand for meet and greets, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And you might not have got as long as you might get in Newcastle. I'm not sure if there's any left at Wembley, actually.
Right.
I haven't looked.
Right.
But to be honest, I couldn't really justify £450 for 3 of us to go and meet them.
Yeah, exactly. It's a
especially
lot of money.
when they released a record signing in Brighton, and all I had to pay was £13.
That's bargain, dude.
To get the album and go and meet them. And
did you pay the £13 and then the signing was free?
Yeah, the signing was absolutely free.
Dude,
as long as you bought the album in time to get your name on the list.
Yeah.
And I think there was only about 200 places.
Right.
And I think my name was actually the first one on the list.
That's awesome.
Because they announced it straight away. I was on the on the web browser and I was buying 3 albums so me and my fiance and my mum could go.
Yeah.
And it was the best decision I've ever made in my life. They are so nice.
Yeah, I bet, dude. I can't actually wait. I don't know. I'm a shy person, but when it comes to a situation like that where you've got to take the full advantage of it, I won't be.
Yeah.
I'll get over the shyness within 2 seconds. I'll start talking about stuff.
I thought I was going to crumble. I had so many things to say to them. To be honest, I didn't say everything I wanted to say, just because they were really limited on time. But I got to hug all 3 of them and say thank you for what they've done for me.
Yeah.
How much they've influenced my life, and that's all I could have asked for, really.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, the tour's coming up. I think you're seeing them before me.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really awesome.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to tell me what it's all about.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if the set list will change being in O2. I doubt it. But I'll be able to tell you about the set list if you really wanted to know. Well, what songs include and what songs they don't include, maybe.
Normally, I don't like to look at the set list, but I always find myself 2 days before going on Setlist FM.
So do I.
Looking.
It's
really bad.
I
should leave it as a surprise.
No, you should leave it as a surprise, but you always want to know if one of your favourite songs are going to be played. And you know what I mean. You want to know when it's going to be played as well, what time it comes in.
Yeah.
And if the night's over and that one of your favourite songs isn't played, you might be a bit gutted. You just go in. You go in thinking they're not going to play it or they are going to play it. You don't expect it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say.
And so the tour's coming up end of March, I think.
Yeah, dude.
And I think they're playing Newcastle. What is it, on the 24th?
Yeah, 24th.
Through the date.
Yeah. So Saturday 23rd, they're in Glasgow at the SSE Hydro. On Sunday the 24th, the Yard Newcastle, way at the O2 Academy. On the Monday the 25th, they're in Southampton at O2 in Guildhall. Guildhall, is that right?
Not sure.
They're at the O2 anyways. Tuesday 26th, Cardiff, Motor Point Arena. Thursday 28th, Manchester Arena. Friday 29th, Birmingham Resorts World Arena. And Saturday, London, the SSE Arena in Wembley. So that's all dates. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dates. It's a lot of dates.
Yeah, man. 15 years later on than when they played their final show.
Yeah, dude.
It's going to be epic.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be...
Final show when they were together for the first time. I'll just clarify.
yeah. It's going to be awesome, dude. I can't wait. You can't wait. It's going to be...
Yeah, man.
I've got more hype with this than the Pigs Can Fly to, and I don't know why. I think it's because this album's just impact me this week so much.
Definitely, yeah. It's been crazy.
Yeah. So there's certain songs on it, but...
So I think what we need to do is give people a background on maybe why we love Busted so much.
Yeah, dude.
And I just wanted to quickly ask Stu, how did you get into them? What your favourite memories of the boys throughout the years?
Do you want me to just do my full story from start to finish?
Yeah, man. Go straight from the beginning.
Let's go with it. Let's do it.
And to now.
Right. So when I was, I don't know how old I was. I might be about 10, 11, 12. I was obsessed with stuff my mum and dad watched, because obviously I don't really. You watch TV, they watch, and they're watching like the likes of. Was it called Pop Stars? The show where Hearsay won.
Yeah.
And then I got into Hearsay, and then Pop Idol came out, and it was the one with Will Young, Gareth Gates, and Darius were the last three. I was rooting for Gareth. I was a big Gareth fan for some odd reason.
So was I.
Yeah. Will won. And then I was, at the time, I didn't have any singles or any songs by them. So I used to go on Smash Hits TV on TV and put it on the channel, and wait till Gareth came on. I think it was Unchained Melody at the time, and then Any One of Us. It was around that point. I can't remember which song it was. And then Busted came on screen, and it was what I go to school for. And obviously, with me waiting for a song come around, these songs used to repeat every day. There was Pink, Like a Pill, I remember. There was different. I can't remember any of the songs, but they kept repeating. So when I started listening to what I go to school for, and I liked it, but the connection didn't click right there. I was like, that's a good song. It's quite cool.
Okay.
And then I met a lad up my street called Matty Nicholson, and he was into Busted. He just moved in from a friend of mine's old house. So a friend of mine moved out literally along the street to a bigger house, and he moved in. So me and my friend decided, let's go over there, introduce ourselves, because he'll not be from around here. Just be friendly. I was like, that's a great idea. So I went over. And he's only from about 5 miles away anyway, so it wasn't like he was from a different city or anything.
Yeah.
So he was into Busted, and he had the album. He actually had the original album, the Untitled album, where the cover was the Busted logo was embossed on the cover. It was printed on the CD cover itself. It wasn't on the leaflet, and on the other side it said "Crashed and Burned," not "You Said No." So that's how early he actually had the album. So
jeez.
So he stuck them on, and I was getting into it. And then me, him, and this girl from my street, I won't mention her name.
Fair enough.
I could do. She's called Abby. But anyway, we went over her house once, and we stuck the album on, and we just pretended to be them, if you know what I mean. Oh, we're in a band, we do this, but we just stood there. We didn't play any guitar. We didn't have a microphone. We just stood there, singing the songs as you do when you're kids. I think I was doing Charlie's bit. My mate Matt was doing Matt, and then Abby was doing James. So
awesome.
I kind of got into them there. I remember bits of we went to someone's party at a disco, and You Said No came on, and my mate Matty was there, but he was too embarrassed to get up and start not dancing himself, but being buzzing at the songs on. He's like, no, I'm not getting up. I remember that, and basically that's kind of where it escalated. So in my birthday, I must have been 22, 23. I got loads of money from family, and
Yeah.
this was in August. My birthday's in August, so my dad took me to our local massive shopping mall. Anyone from the northeast knows what it's called. It's called the Metro Centre, and
Mhm.
went straight to HMV. I bought the first album. I bought GTA Vice City, and I remember this perfectly, dude. And I remember buying the first Johnny English DVD film.
Crazy.
That's the three things I bought for my birthday, and I went home and I played that album non-stop, dude, all the way through. I absolutely fell in love with it, and that from then on in,
Awesome.
that was it. So after that, obviously I was getting into secondary school, like high school, and
Yeah.
obviously it was a big thing, and quite a lot of people like from school were into them and stuff. And then from then on in, I just remember listening to the album, but I think I started to get into I can't remember. I started playing guitar basically. I got a guitar
Yeah.
for Christmas. Now I can't remember when I got this guitar. I think it was after the second album drop. I'm unsure. Basically,
Oh right.
yeah, I think it was the second album dropped. It might just before the split. Anyway, like I said with the first album before, I kept listening to da da da, and then the second album dropped. And I got the second album for Christmas that year when it came out, and I remember having a paper round on
Yeah.
a Sunday. I used to deliver the Sunday papers, which are quite thick, and I used to get like £4 for delivering papers. It was ridiculous, dude. And I had a portable CD player, like a Walkman but CD.
Yeah.
And I stuck that album in. I fucking loved going around just doing these papers, listening to this album over and over again. At the time, I think I was obsessed with Crash the Wedding. I don't know why.
Awesome.
I think it was obviously the latest song at the time.
Yeah.
And so I was going around listening to that. And then I think the year after I bought a guitar, I think, because I started getting the Green Day a bit. The American Idiot album
Yeah.
dropped, so it must have been about 2003-04, and the split in the start of 2005. So I think I bought a guitar because I got into Green Day at the same time, which is my two favourite bands of all time, to be fair, Busted and Green Day. And then so yeah, I bought the guitar and I started learning Green Day songs and Busted songs. And
Yeah.
just before I bought the guitar, I just mentioned Thunderbirds dropped, and that song I just absolutely fell in love with. Like, I couldn't stop playing it. I remember going to in the car with my dad, and I would put it on the radio on because I didn't have the CD at the time, and keep skipping channels to find that song till it was on. It was on, right? Finished. Next channel. Find it. Another. It take forever, but I'll get there.
Yeah.
And so I was obsessed, dude. Obsessed. They did record of the year. I was over the moon. They did record of the year. I remember the record of the year when Matt stands on the drums, and he goes da 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 da, and after that intro bit, he jumps off it, and I just thought that's so fucking
Yeah,
cool.
it's
Fireworks
crazy.
going off, and yeah. So then I bought the guitar. Like I said earlier, started playing Green Day, started learning Busted songs like Thunderbirds,
Yeah.
and then after that, yeah, the split happened in 2005. In January, and I was gutted, dude. I was fucking heartbroken.
Yeah.
I can't explain it right now. I was just gutted, and
What did you first do when they split? What was your first reaction?
I can't remember, man. I didn't cry. I was just really sad, like down. I remember a friend of mine wanted to do something, and he was like, I was like, no, dude, I'm not. I don't want to go out. I don't want to do anything.
Oh right.
I didn't cry essentially, but I was really
Yeah.
upset about the fact. I remember after the split happened, we went to. Sorry, I was in school, and my mate was like, he was a big Buster fan as well at the time, but he started getting into the likes of punk pop punk, and a bit of heavy metal and stuff. And he was sitting there on his different table, and he was like, "Come over here." And he had his little portable CD player out, and he was listening to Fight Star. And I would just disagree. I was like, "No, dude, I'm not interested. I'm not interested." And he played "Paint Your Target," and eventually I just give in and I started listening to it. And I was like, "It's all right, it's all right." I kind of just blanked it. Like, yeah, I was putting my ears, but I just blanked it. I wasn't interested. But then a couple of months later, they did their first tour, 5 Star, and played the Newcastle University up here. And I don't want to go into 5 Star too much because it's a Busted podcast, but I'm just explaining how
That's all good.
the bits about 5 Star quickly. And basically, I got offered a ticket for free off him because someone dropped out of the gig, and at the time I was like, no. But then I thought about it more, and I was like, I've never actually seen anyone live. I never saw Busted live when they were originally about.
All right.
And I said it'd be cool to just see Charlie, even though I fucking hate him. So for free, I can't go wrong. Let's do it. So I went to Newcastle University to go see him, and that gig fucking changed my life, dude. I walked out that gig singing the 5-star songs.
Yeah.
And back then, when you downloaded legal music off LimeWire, you were straight on downloading those songs. And so that's how I got into the 5-star side of things.
Okay.
I don't want to talk any more about it. But yeah, I started like 5-star and started to accept that Busted were kind of done.
Finished.
Yeah. So I did see I saw 5-star about 4 times on 4 different occasions. So my love for them got stronger, and I started getting a bit of more heavier music. And then I remember skipping time. I did listen to Busted songs in the meantime, from now and then. You know when you listen to a song that you haven't heard in a while and it gets you again, you're like, God, this is a good song, and you start playing it again.
Yeah.
That happened with Busted quite a lot. This fucking song. That was between the split. Son of Dork side of things, I never got into them. I just thought like James wanted to be in a Busted band.
Right.
People people like them. Just wanted a new Busted.
It was a little bit of like a withdrawal Simpson.
Yeah.
Him.
It was. Yeah, and I just couldn't get into it. The songs were good. I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't back it. I remember Matt doing his solo stuff, the likes of Hey Kid, Crash, and what was the other one song he did? I can't remember.
Don't Let It Go to Waste.
Yeah, that's the one. And I quite like them. Hey Kid was a massive tune back then. I really liked Hey Kid. So I kind of just I was a huge Matt fan as a kid, but I didn't click on with his solo stuff. I don't know. There was something about it that was just like, it's a cool song. Move on. I still listen to it from time to time. I wasn't interested in it. Wasn't invested into him. And then time passed, and then I was sat lay in bed one Saturday morning. I woke up, and a girl I used to talk to back in the MSN days. I didn't like go out with her, but she messaged me saying I was at the McFly concert last night in the Royal Albert Hall. I was like,
okay,
shit, right? She said, Busted were there. I went, you fucking kidding me? I went, what? Like, it can't be Charlie. He was like, no, just Matt and James. I was like, you kidding?
Yeah.
Fuck off. And she sent us a photo. I was like, holy shit. And then the next thing you know, it was on YouTube. I was online. I found the footage of them playing it, and my jaw dropped, dude. And I was so excited for this. It was unbelievable. It was like we've gotten something back after all these years.
Mad.
And my time, like back then, the way I didn't see them live. I don't know why I didn't see them live. I can't really recall. I think maybe my parents went into them, and you had to, when you were young that time you had to have your parents with you to go with you.
Yeah.
It was that kind of thing, because I never got to see anyone live when I was a kid. I think the only thing I ever saw was a wrestling show, WWE Raw, and that was a friend of mine went with me and his dad. So I never got any. Never saw anyone live till I saw 5-star when I was a little bit older. So when this happened, I loved it. I couldn't believe what was going on. I remember they did Children Need, and that was the first TV live performance, I believe. I think it was Children Need. And then obviously they announced the whole tour. Now, I wanted to go on this tour, and I think it sold out, didn't it, really fast? Because
it was crazy. The demand was absolutely
I was at work at the time, and I couldn't get time off work. I was working in my old job, which was just a normal hour days. It was like 8 till 4:30, or 5:30. I can't remember now. So I can't remember, but I couldn't take time off to get the tickets. I didn't want to ask my parents because they were busy at work and stuff themselves. I couldn't get tickets. So when I got home, I still tried to get them. I'm sure it was sold out. So I was absolutely gutted. So I missed out on that opportunity.
Okay.
But I was buzzing for them. I remember going to after this tour finished, going to Asda, I think, and saw the McBusted O2 tour play DVD.
Yeah.
By the way, I have got the original DVD. I bought it in Woolworths before it closed down for like £2.
That's crazy.
It was mental, dude. This is after the split
Rest
as well.
in peace, Woolworths.
Yeah, dude. I'm sure that anyway, I'm not going to talk about Woolworths, but I'm sure they've been bought out or something again somewhere. I heard rumours, but anyway, I don't know. So yeah, I got the DVD. I obviously I purchased it straight away. They didn't have the Blu-ray, unfortunately. So I watched it and I was like, fuck me, I missed this show. I was gutted even more. I was like, this looks fucking quality. So I said,
Yeah.
if they do another one, I'll go. Definitely, I'll make an effort to go. So, lo and behold, they brought the new album out, which
Yeah.
I loved, dude. I remember I didn't have a streaming account for anything, Spotify or iTunes. I didn't have anything, so I made a Spotify account for free with the free trial, just so I could listen to this song.
Right.
Because I don't know, I think I was buying it later. I was just in a rush, so I made an account up. I put it in the car, and I was like, this is just busted to me. This was cheesy,
Yeah.
good songs that were catchy, and I love that album. So I fell in love with that album. I bought the album and copy for the missus. She fell in love with it in the car, and then the tickets went on sale. And then same situation. I was at work, but this time,
bad.
this time my mum and dad kind of realised. My dad, I think my dad was working shifts as well, and he was on a different shift at the time. And he says, "I tell you what, we'll do. We'll buy you a ticket for Christmas." And I was like, "Yeah,
Awesome.
sweet." I mean, by
Yeah.
this time, I'm 19, 20, 21, something. I can't remember how old I was.
Yeah.
But it was just a genuine little nice gift for Christmas, and I was like, "I'll be happy with that. That'll do me." It says, "Obviously, you have to pay for your missus." I was like, "Yeah, of course, that's fine." So so I bought the ticket. I think it was in, I can't remember when it was. Was it February, March time maybe? I can't remember when that tour was.
No, I can't remember.
I went on it, and it was fucking brilliant. Awesome with the arcade machine.
Yeah. Yeah, that stage set was like one of the best I've ever seen.
Ever.
It was so cool.
Oh, any artist, not just.
No, really, like ever.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
it was so epic.
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't believe it. I was like, it's a full working arcade machine that you can play a fucking Street Fighter on.
Literally, it was mad.
It was brilliant. It was great to watch. I remember I just got a standalone ticket, but I was on the standing ground. I wasn't the sides on the chairs. I was on the ground in the seats, and I remember everyone stood up and no one sat down. I remember it all basically because every song I knew by that time. I knew all the songs on the Mick Busted album.
Yeah.
And I can't explain, but basically I was on the floor. I wasn't right at the back. If you look at the second stage in the middle, the smaller stage, the mini stage.
Yeah.
I was on the right hand side of it. So
Okay.
me being Matt, my idol for many years, the DeLorean came down. And he came out, and the way they stood, he was on the corner at the front. So
Yeah.
when I turned and looked left, he's right there. So I was like, this is a fucking great
That's
spot.
mad.
He wasn't
Yeah.
like, I wasn't close to him. I would say he was about 15, maybe 20 seats away. But still, he's closer than I was originally on the big stage. So I was
Yeah.
like, fuck me, he's right in front of us. This is so fucking cool. And obviously they played Hostess and stuff. And yeah, I was great. I remember, this is funny. So they did All About You, and they had the kiss cam, didn't they?
Yeah.
So I wasn't on the kiss cam, but it must have been going out around the I can't say OMFG zone, man. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
OMFG zone. And my friend was on it. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
That's
what the
crazy.
fuck? There's Adam. And and he kind of like waved like he was
Yeah.
embarrassed, and then obviously kissed his missus. And
Yeah.
I messaged him after. I went, I didn't know you busted fan. He goes, I'm not. My missus is. She's dragged us along. So I honestly, dude, I was so. I thought it was just a funny moment where you're like, fuck me, that's someone I know on the screen.
Yeah.
And I
it's
didn't
crazy.
expect them at all there. And he said, to be fair, it was a really good show. So
Awesome.
yeah, he did that. I
They
did
gained
that.
a new fan that night.
Yeah, kind of. I don't think he does actually listen to them really, but
Fair enough.
he so that happened. And at that time, I was like, if this ever happens again, I need to get in that zone. I need to get right at the front, because I will have
Yeah.
the time of my life. And then the big almighty, it was in November, I think. The announcement came out that Charlie was returned in a big post, and I was like, this is not fucking real. This can't be real.
No. Yeah, I didn't believe it.
I didn't believe it. There's rumours going around for ages that was happening. I was telling people, it's not true. He fucking hates the band. He'll never come back.
Yeah.
Even he says he's convinced he wouldn't go back. Do you know what I mean? And now he
Yeah.
did. So I went straight onto YouTube and did a video about how I thought he was, and I apologise. I don't know if Charlie's listening. If he does, I apologise
Yeah.
for what I'm about to say. I thought he did it for the money. I thought he did it for the fame. Because he was not the hype that Mick Busted got. I thought he did it. But apparently, according to the interviews, he actually had talks about Busted doing something together when Mick Busted was going on early on or just before.
I think it was just before.
Yeah, so I kind of like my opinion there is totally like wrong. So I just had that feeling. It's your first the first thought you get when someone who does not like something he's done. It's the first thought you get. He's like, he's doing it for the money. That's the only reason. So I made that video anyways. I got people commenting on it. I've got people disliking it loads because obviously people's hype was real for it, which is fair enough. I don't mind. At the day, I wasn't slating at them. I just told me thoughts. And then
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I did that video amongst other videos, not Busted related. And then I sent the video actually. I'm still going to see them because it's Busted. So yeah, I bought the tickets. So I bought them the OMFG Zone tickets. And dude, that absolutely. I didn't even struggle getting them. I remember waiting up, doing them. That was it, done, bought.
Yeah.
And then I actually did it the day. I remember the day we drove in. It was me, my missus, my best friend, and my brother. And we drove there. We went to the stand where you collect the passes to get in. They give you a free lanyard and a wristband and official wristband to get in. And I remember I was like, this is gonna be so fucking cool. And then sitting in that spot in the zone, right? I did it. Actually, there's a video on YouTube if anyone checks it out on my channel. There's Busted Thunderbirds live in the OFG zone. It's the first thing that comes up. It's about 7,500 views now. I think it's my most viewed video.
Crazy.
It's not even me. It's just the live footage because it's so good quality.
Yeah.
So I'm stood like just in front of Matt, probably a bit left. So between Matt and Charlie. Obviously you had Emma Blattery come out. Then Wheatus, which was really cool. And then the busted like intro started. I was like, fuck. I'm like getting I was getting goosebumps. Literally, I was like, this is gonna be. It was the whole intro. If you've seen the DVD, you know what I'm talking about. The intro was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then Matt popped out even closer than last time. Like literally a couple of feet in front of us. I was like, holy shit! Like this is real. They're right there. I mean, I've seen Charlie a few times before, a 5-star that close, but this is real. This is not. Yeah. I'm not joking. I'm in this situation, and I love the night. I'm not going to get into it, but the whole night was fucking brilliant. You clashed eyes with the likes of Charlie and Martin. The only thing I kind of noticed was at the end of the show. When you walk in the zone, people go there really early, and they stand at the sides. So what they do, they rush into the zone when the doors open, and around the whole side of the zone, everyone stands so you can't get in. So they're right at the front, the whole way around the whole circle. So obviously you stand in the middle. There's only place you can go. So by the time the end comes, they take the photo at the end, and then Matt walks around like the bridge area, and I walked up to get a hand, like a slap on the hand, but he didn't see us. People beat us to it. I was like, fuck. I was a bit good about that. I was like, shit. So then, I tried to get me guitar picks. The guitar picks that rest in the stands. I saw people stand around so you can have the picks, and the staff who take the stage down and whatnot and the equipment. They were like taking them off the guitar stands, the ones that weren't used, and throwing them at people. So I tried to do that. And then security come over. Right, you need to get out now. I was like, can you hold on 2 seconds?
No.
Yeah, dude. Couldn't you hold on 2 seconds? I was like, no, you need to get out. And all I wanted was someone's attention to quickly throw us one, and that was it. I'm going. But they just forced you out the door. Forced you.
Yeah.
I know security reasons. They've got to get the stage down, move on, the next one. Fair enough. I understand. But it's only taking a couple of seconds for someone's attention to do it. Anyway, I missed out on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was buzzing the night. I remember putting things on Instagram, Twitter, Matt liking it.
Awesome.
On both sides, like Twitter and Instagram, and commenting and stuff on his pictures I put on him. I put pictures of everybody on, but he's one that responded, which was awesome. And then the DVD came out. Was it the DVD? Yeah. No, it wasn't. No, we're wrong. Night Driver came out. Then the DVD came out. Night Driver, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Night Driver, I remember, came out on Black Friday, I don't know if you know that. Did you know that?
I didn't actually.
It
So
came, yeah, it
that's
came out Black Friday because basically I'm in a band. I haven't mentioned about that, but I went to get a new amp for my guitar in Guitar Newcastle, and I got up early in the morning because I thought it was going to be busy because Black Friday. I went and got the guitar amp and I went to HMV, and I bought the album then straight away. And in the meantime, before the album came out, I keep backtracking here, but Coming Home came out and I wasn't keen on it. I really didn't like it, and I remember playing it to my mum and dad. I was like, "Do you think this sounds like Busted?" I'm like, "No,
Yeah.
this sounds really weird." But the more I listened to it, the more I grew on it. But I didn't love it till I actually got to saw it live.
Yeah.
On the DVD. So because that song came out before the Piss Can Fly tour, didn't it?
Yeah, I think they brought out
Yeah, just that song, yeah.
and they done a live recording of Easy, I think.
Was it? I can't remember.
Or was that after the tour?
I think it might have
be
been after.
confused.
I think it was just the one. But anyway, when I did get to see him live, I fell in love with that song live wise, and now I love it. Coming Home.
Yeah.
But talking about Night Driver, I'm not going to get too much into it because maybe we could do an episode on it. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
But I liked it. There was a few songs on it that I don't like, but the overall vibe I got on it was just a nice chilled out album that was just great. Catchy songs, but different.
Yeah.
I remember getting the car. I was like, actually, this isn't Busted, but it's so fucking cool. It's really nice songs. I remember falling in love with New York at first, and then obviously others as well. So yeah, I did enjoy Night Driver, but I didn't go on the tour. I didn't feel like I wanted to as much as it was Busted. I felt like I don't know, because they're concentrating on that album, so promoting it. As much as I did like it, I didn't feel like I wanted to go and see it.
No, that's fair enough.
As much as I'm a Busted fan, I should have just went. But maybe I can't remember because with work, you always got to sort your dates out for days off if you're on different shifts.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't remember. It could be something to do with that as well. But I wasn't too keen on going, which is quite shocked really. Thinking about it now, I was like, why the fuck didn't I? But anyway, I remember buying the vinyl, the white vinyl, and the T-shirt for the Night Driver. So I still was a huge fan of the album still.
Yeah, for sure.
I only had the CD, so I want the vinyl and the T-shirt. So that's the only T-shirt I own, Busted wise, is the Busted Night Driver logo. Yeah, so that was the only T-shirt I had. I remember having a Mick Busted one actually from the tour. The one where it was like pixelated characters on the front, like it looked like really cool, like the arcade machine.
Yeah.
So that's probably only two merchandise things I really own, really. But yeah, so Night Driver 2 I missed, and then lo and behold, now is the halfway there. The 90s got released in it, or no, was it the 100 Club? The 90s came out the Friday after, or something like that.
Yeah, they done a promo for the 100 Club, and I
Yeah.
think it was Shipwrecked, like a 5-second clip of Shipwrecked.
Yeah.
And then I think 90s then came out about a week later.
Yeah, and then basically that's where it kind of ends. Really, I probably missed a few things out in between.
It's fine, man. It's hard to go back and think of like every single detail.
Yeah, but basically,
it's crazy how much of an impact they've had on your life, and obviously influenced sort of what music you listen to today. So it's crazy.
Yeah. Like I'm a massive pop punk guy now, but like it's mental. I'm sure, like I said, there's more stuff that I've totally forgot about. But that's it. That's it in like a summary from the start to now.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mentioned that 90s dropped, and then that's when I started doing the reaction videos, and that's where it is now. Really, where we've got to
and
now.
that's where this has all stemmed from.
Yeah.
So thank God for 90s.
Thank God for 90s. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, thank for Busted being, or Charlie even coming back in the first place. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. It was absolutely mental.
Yeah. So that's my whole journey. I don't know if Joe wants to go and start his. Have you got any questions about my journey before even?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
As you say, it's hard to sort of think of a question or go back on exact details. And I'm sure, like if something sparks, we'll say it. But no, your journey was absolutely mad, and it is quite similar to mine. But however, there is a few years difference between us. So I was actually a little bit younger when I got into Busted. I think
you would have been about 8, maybe.
I think I was 7 or 8.
7, 8, yeah.
Because they released their self-titled album, I think 2002 was it?
Was
it 2002?
Yeah.
And I don't think I actually picked that one up.
Right.
And I think
basically your version of Busted for that age was my version of probably Spice Girls when I was a kid.
yeah, I think
Spice Girls
so.
around when I was young. I was like, I knew who they were, but
yeah,
cool.
literally. I think I like knew they were around.
Yeah.
And I definitely heard like what I go to school for in year 3000.
Yeah.
But I think I was a bit too young to understand, like music and what it can actually do for me. When that album came out. But then when I think it was Air Hostess and Crash the Wedding came out as singles, before they released A Present for Everyone.
Right.
And I remember I always used to watch the music channels, a little bit like your story.
Yeah.
And they came on, and I think it was Crash the Wedding, and that video I think is the moment that I got into Busted.
Right.
The video was absolutely brilliant.
Right.
And yeah, for the age I was, it just captivated me. Obviously, like Charlie slamming the cake on the floor, them on the tables, like ruining shit.
I imagine it's like a childhood thing. Like when you're a kid, you see things like, it's quite funny. Like a child will look at that differently. Maybe.
Yeah. I was like probably like sat there thinking, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
My mum doesn't let me chuck cake around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was definitely the moment I got into them.
Right.
And from there, I was literally obsessed. Like every single time I went into like HMV, I don't even know if it was HMV back then. I think it was actually Virgin Megastores back then.
Oh right, okay.
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. It turned to Zavvi, didn't it? Zavvi,
yeah, and then that cut out, and then it's now HMV.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember every single time I would go into town with my mum or my dad. If I saw a Busted single, even though I already had it, I'd be like, I need that. It's £2 with my pocket money. I'm buying that.
Yeah.
So I think I don't think I have them anymore, but I think I had like 10 copies of Air Hostess on single.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
dude, you could have sold those now and probably got a bit more money from them because people collect
man,
this.
It's crazy. Just because it had Busted on it, anything with Busted on,
yeah,
I was hooked.
I remember I bought an annual one year. You know when they bring annuals out with the year on.
Yeah,
I bought a Busted annual once.
I remember getting the annual for Christmas, and they also brought out another book which was like, it was like a picture book of like live performances.
Yeah.
I don't think it was an official one.
Yeah.
But I remember getting that, and I was like so obsessed. I had to look at it like every day.
Yeah, I do.
And then I think that year, I think it was 2003, when A Present for Everyone came out. I got it for Christmas, the album.
Cool.
And I remember my mum giving it to me, and no, sorry, it wasn't Christmas. It was my birthday. I remember my mum giving it to me, and she said, it's a present for everyone. And because I was young, I was like, no, it's only my present. I'm not sharing it with anyone else. And then she had to explain that was the album name.
Yeah.
That I don't think it ever left my CD player.
Right.
I think that was literally all I would listen to. And I remember getting the tickets. She basically in the album cover, she hid like fake little tickets in the background.
Oh dear.
And
why would I say oh dear for? Oh good.
I picked up the leaflet, the like lyric book.
Yeah.
And there was like these fake tickets underneath and said, "You are going to see Busted." I don't think at the time they'd actually released the tickets for A Ticket for Everyone.
What would happen if she didn't get them?
yeah, I know. She took a huge risk.
Yeah.
But she was like, "We are going to see Busted."
Yeah.
At the time, I had a friend called Jason, and he was as obsessed with Busted as I was.
Right.
And we would literally like pretend to be them. We would plan our future and be like, "Yeah, we are definitely being the next Busted.
Yeah.
Nothing's getting in our way."
Yeah, dude.
And yeah, it was crazy. Like how much of an effect they had on my childhood. And when I actually went to see them, Jesus Christ, like, because I was so young, I don't think it quite computed exactly what was going on.
Yeah. Was it the tour that was on the original DVD? The same one?
A Ticket for Everyone. It was so I think they recorded the DVD in Manchester.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
But yeah, I went to the Wembley show.
Right, yeah, just the same tour, that's all I'm asking, because they did few different ones and all that. But
yeah. I went to I think it was the last ever Wembley show.
Right.
The same show that Charlie said that he was quitting and didn't tell James.
Wow.
So I'm glad he didn't tell James, because that would have been an awful show.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
But yeah, it's very vague memories, because I was so young. But I remember getting a DVD, I think a year later.
Yeah.
And I remember watching Charlie's performance of Why back, and he had the I think it was the Gibson Les Paul. He was rocking out, and I was like, I need to play guitar.
Was it not a 335?
I'm not sure.
Black
I just remember
335.
I remember it was a Gibson.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I think it was a Gibson 335. I think he played a normal Gibson like standard for the rest of the songs. I think, but
Yeah.
I'm not nitpicking.
No, it's cool, man. Cool. From that moment, I was like, I need to play guitar. So I remember that Christmas after they broke up. I'll go back to their breakup in a minute. Like, that was the only thing on my Christmas list. If anybody bought me anything else, nah.
Yeah.
I was done.
That was same with me, dude. Same with me.
Yeah.
But we both got
Literally.
guitars on Christmas.
That's crazy.
After or just before the split, literally probably a month before.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the split, I mentioned my friend Jason. They actually broke up on his birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah, dude.
And
what a
I
present that
remember.
was.
I know, man. I remember going. I was gonna go round his house for his like little birthday party. He didn't. We had like 3-4 like really good friends.
Yeah.
I remember going round, and then I went up to him and I was like, Busted had broken up, and he was just like crying already.
Right.
He knew.
Yeah.
And from that moment I was like, yeah, I feel you, man.
Yeah, dude.
and then I was crying as well.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
So you got the second album first. So what point did you get the original album? The self-titled.
I think it was straight after I listened to their first album. Second album.
Right. Okay.
I was like, I need more Busted, and then I listened to the self-titled like straight away.
Right. Okay.
Afterwards, I was like, Mum, I need this. Find me this album.
yeah, dude.
And then listen to it from there.
Cool.
The breakup was really, really, really hard on me, like absolutely crazy. Because at the time, Busted were around.
Mm-hmm.
My dad moved to America.
Oh, do you?
And that was a really, really, really tough time for me. And like not having my dad around. And I remember their music being like my savior.
Yeah.
If I was ever like down, I couldn't speak to my dad. He wasn't in the same country as me. I would put their music on. There's a song on the first album, I think, called "When Day Turns Into Night."
Yeah, dude.
Because of the time difference between America and England, it just reminded me that when like I was going to sleep, my dad was waking up.
Yeah.
That sort of thing, and the lyrics in that as well.
Yeah.
Just resonate with how I felt when my dad moved away.
Yeah. Cool.
And it was thank God for Busted, because without them, I don't know what I would have been like.
Yeah.
During that period, I didn't have my dad, so
Music's a getaway sometimes, dude. It can be a getaway from stuff, and it can be an emotional wreck as well for reminding people of stuff. But yeah, dude.
And all I can say, if the boys are listening, I doubt they are, but all I can say, and I said it when I met them, just thank you. Like,
that's all you need to do.
Yeah, it's that says it all, really. And then obviously just skipping forward like 10 years maybe, like when McBusted came. In that 10-year period, I don't think I actually listened to Busted that much.
Right.
Just because I was so heartbroken with the breakup, and knowing that they were never coming back.
Yeah.
Like James said in so many interviews, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, it
was like, you don't understand.
Yeah.
It just won't. I think I sort of fell out of love with them a little bit.
That's another thing I haven't touched on either. Like McFly as well. Like I didn't get into McFly. I thought some songs were cool.
No, I didn't.
But I just kind of thought they're just a replacement of Busted. They're trying to be,
Yeah.
even though they weren't. They were trying to be themselves. I don't know. I just couldn't get them because it was not Busted. Simple as that.
Yeah, I think there's like three or four McFly songs that I really, really love.
Yeah.
which they played on tour when they done McBusted,
Yeah.
which was really amazing to see. Like, obviously, It's All About You.
Yeah.
They were like, they are definitely childhood songs.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
I'll remember forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to that like 10-year gap where we didn't have Busted.
Yeah.
I remember when my dad returned to England
Uh-huh.
for good, that Christmas afterwards, he bought me Son of Dorks album.
Right.
And he was like, Joe, this is the guy from Busted, James. The guy, he said, the guy with the blue streak in his hair.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, I know who that is. I listened to that album, and for like maybe 6 months, I was hooked. Like,
Awesome,
I was
man.
like, this is like a little bit of Busted back.
Yeah.
But then as I grew up, I sort of fell out of love with it because I think it was a bit too try hard.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound mean saying that, but do you understand where I'm
Yeah,
coming
yeah, I
from?
definitely do. That's how I felt. That's why I just couldn't get into it for my personal.
Yeah. But yeah, and I didn't really get into Matt's solo stuff. Maybe one song,
Yeah.
which was "Don't Let It Go to Waste." I really liked that.
Yeah.
And with Fight Star, and at the time they came out, I wasn't into really heavy music.
Yeah, of course.
So I didn't touch them for probably 5 years.
Yeah.
Until my dad got with his current partner, and her son loves like metal music.
Right.
And I spoke to him about how much I loved Busted and all of that, and he said, "Have you ever heard of Fight Star?" I remember hearing about them, but I'd never listened to them.
Okay.
He played me Death Car, which is probably their heaviest song.
Yeah.
And from that moment I was like, oh my god, like this was the time where I was into like Bullet for My Valentine, Avenged Sevenfold,
Oh, right.
Bring Me the Horizon, people like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my god, this is Busted but heavy.
Yeah, basically.
So I listened to a few more of the songs, and I didn't become a huge fan, but I definitely respect what Fight Star did, and definitely respect that Charlie wanted to go into that direction, and fair play to him.
Yeah, man.
For doing that.
Definitely.
It must have been so hard to break Busted off because it was going so well. He still loved the guys.
Yeah. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's you wanted to change what he did, so he. Well, I mean, I don't blame him now for it. To be fair, if your heart's not in it, why do it? At the end of the day, even if it's going well. So
exactly.
I don't blame him.
Just like it says in It Happens, like 11 Years of Space.
Yeah.
Let them gravitate again.
Yeah.
And now they're making probably the best music they've ever made.
Yeah, definitely did.
In my opinion. But yeah, it's crazy. And then when McBusted came out, that was like, holy crap.
Yeah, it did.
Like James and Matt are back on stage, and
you know what?
James,
you watch the first couple of performances of McBusted. You see how much fucking Matt and Johnny sell all the way around the stage,
Yeah,
jumping like an
loving it,
absolute
man.
lunatic. It's
and there's James in the corner of the stage trying not to cry with happiness.
yeah, dude.
It's crazy.
It's mental.
Because James was definitely my favourite member of Busted when back in the day. And I just loved seeing him back on stage,
Yeah, man.
back doing what he loved. And as soon as I knew they were releasing a tour, I said to my mum, "We are going." And they went to Brighton Centre.
Right.
That was on the same tour as Tour Play.
Yeah.
And that was probably one of the best moments of my life.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
That show was
It's just so
epic.
energetic and like fun. They're all having fun.
Yeah.
It makes you have fun. Do you know what I mean?
I remember my eyes were hooked on Tom Fletcher because he was having the best time of his life.
Yeah, man.
And I really respect that dude.
Yeah, dude.
He is so cool. But yeah, I went to that tour. That was epic. Then they obviously announced that they were releasing an album. I won't touch too much on this because you've already mentioned it.
Yeah.
But then they released the Most Excellent Adventure Tour, which was
Meat.
epic. Yeah, meat. I went to the O2 Arena to see that.
Is that the one that they filmed at, or is it because I did a few dates?
Yeah. I was at the show that they filmed at, which was really
that's
cool.
fucking awesome, dude. Where did you sit?
Yeah, man. I was right at the back.
Oh, dude, bastard.
But it wasn't too bad because they had like huge screens.
Did they?
And then they had a stage in the middle as well.
Yeah.
That brought them a little bit closer. The O2 isn't actually as big as you think.
Right. Okay.
Like, if you say like, oh, I sat right at the back of the O2,
Yeah.
it's not that bad of a view.
Yeah.
I don't think you can actually get a bad view at the O2.
Yeah. No, you can't.
But yeah, I remember like the stage set out, as you say, like it was an arcade. They actually played it. It was mad.
Yeah, which is not on the DVD. Did you notice they're not playing it on the DVD? I don't know if that's copyright.
I think they cut that out.
Yeah.
I remember one of my favourite moments on that tour was when James was singing "Riding on My Bike," and he was literally on a bike.
Yeah.
And he had the backdrop, and it looked like he was like actually riding it, which was really cool.
Yeah, it was good fun. Like, everything was like themed, so you had like it was a Mario theme on that song, and then the air guitar was Guitar Hero. Oh, it was just like games. Like I think what I go to school for was the font on the arcade machine for Saved by the Bell. I think.
Oh really?
Yeah. It was like every song had a different theme with like because on the top of the arcade machine they had like the title of the song.
Yeah.
Thunderbirds was actually the Thunderbirds logo. I remember that. So they had like a theme for each song, like for like of all time / games and stuff. And it was like you said with the bike, it was the Mario theme. I remember that.
It was so well thought out.
Yeah, it was awesome, dude.
And kudos to the person that actually thought of that.
Yeah, like the intro when there were the coins and they went in the coin slot.
Yeah, the opening video was crazy for that tour. Like with them falling down and then it's sort of, I think it says player 1 has entered the game.
Yeah, it's like character.
And then they're selecting the characters and they all pop up.
Oh, it's fucking great.
Stage.
It's fucking phenomenal.
Mate, I remember going absolutely nuts when that was on. And just quickly going back to the tour play. Tour. I really, really, really liked the opening video for that.
Yeah, dude, it was cool.
When they were like, we need to go back where? Back to the future.
Yeah.
And then like it's Matt and James from the press conference.
Yeah.
Arriving on the DeLorean.
Yeah.
Oh, it's mad.
Yeah, it's mad how it changed from McFly to McBusted, the logo and everything forms.
Yeah.
It's really good. Like
such good work.
It's two tours like. The ideas they had for entertainment was fucking unbelievable. Like it was like a proper show.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And absolutely crazy. And I remember those 2 years with sort of 2/3 of Busted back, and then touring with McFly. Oh man, I was so excited. Like I'm getting excited now just thinking about it. It was so cool.
Yeah.
And I don't think they'll ever go back to it. I think the moment that they left it was the perfect time to leave it, with releasing the album, giving the fans exactly what they wanted.
Yeah.
And obviously McFly going in their different direction now.
Yeah, because after that they did a tour, didn't they? Like academies, and each day was like a certain
album. I think
album.
they done a greatest hits tour, didn't they?
It was kind of, but what they did was each day was a different album they played, which I thought was a bit of a con. Yeah, it was called. What was the tour called? It's on CD, and it's on CD as well. I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, they had like 3 dates in Manchester or 4, whatever, and then each day was a different album. Which it's a bit of a con because you had to buy all 3 days to listen to all the songs. I could be wrong. I didn't go. I mean, the first day they could do the first album and still did a few hits off the other. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
I don't know. So, but
yeah. But go into like Busted now, and when
Charlie
well
came
not
back.
now, but when they released Night Driver, as we said earlier, they released Coming Home first.
Yeah.
And I remember listening to it for the first time, and I was like, "This isn't Busted. Like, what have they done?"
Yeah.
But then on that day it came out, I listened to it about 15 times.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You just grow into it, don't you? You don't like the first, but it just grows on you.
It grew on me.
Yeah.
I accepted that they didn't want to go back to what they were doing, because I thought that Charlie came back because they'd got a new sound.
Right.
And obviously Charlie left because of what people thought about Busted, and not being what he wanted Busted to be. And I thought they were just reinventing themselves, and I was a little bit gutted that they weren't going back to the music that we all know and love.
Yeah, mate.
But when the Night Driver album came out, I remember listening to it back to front, and I was like, wow,
Yeah, dude.
this is epic. It just shows how talented they are. They can literally do any style of music that you ask them to do, and they'll smash it.
Yeah, man, definitely. It's unbelievable.
But yeah, and then I went to see them on the Pigs Can Fly tour. That was at the O2 as well, and we were sat so high up. You have no idea how scared I was. Like literally for the two support acts, Emma and Wheatus, I literally didn't get off my seat.
Yeah, mate. I didn't.
I was so scared. But then when Busted came on, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going all out, because I didn't know how long they were gonna like stay around for.
Yeah.
I didn't know whether after this tour they were gonna have another break, split again. I don't know, because I was getting a little bit of a vibe from Charlie that maybe.
Well,
I think as you said that.
Yeah, we haven't got it quite wrong, because they didn't release Night Driver till after that. They did Coming Home Easy and.
Sorry.
What was the other one?
Out of Our Mind?
One of a Kind.
One of a Kind. That's it.
Yeah, so they brought the album the year after, but I still get you saying you don't know after this album comes out whether this is it, it's over kind of thing.
Yeah.
No,
and then obviously they done the Night Driver tour. Sorry, I got it a little bit mixed up there, but
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I remember like sort of seeing Charlie's face, and I was like, is he just in it? Like as you said, is he just in this for the money? But then as the show went on, he grew into it. I think maybe it was just a little bit of nerves.
Yeah.
Because it must be so nerve-wracking for him to come back to a fan group who he broke their hearts.
Yeah.
And for them to accept him again, that must have been really difficult. But yeah, I just remember he grew into the show. There's one thing that sticks out in my mind is when they played 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And in the break, at like the sort of bridge between, I think it's the second chorus and the last, he done a huge brutal scream.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god.
It's just sight. Yeah, definitely do.
Yeah.
I get that with.
I wasn't expecting it,
Yeah.
and me and my fiance looked at each other and we were like, wow.
Yeah.
And then going to a few years later, them releasing 90s and halfway there.
Yeah.
I couldn't be happier with the music they've released, and now they're back and doing what they love.
Yeah, man.
I just wanted to quickly touch on the stigma around Busted.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy because like
it's
I don't know.
I don't understand it. I still don't understand it looking in from the outside, really.
No.
A lot of people give, especially men, grief for liking Busted, and
hugely.
Nowadays, I've tried to convince people, especially the Night Driver stuff came out because that was totally different. This is Busted, and like it's not Busted, but yeah, you still like Busted. So basically, classing yourself as gay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's no disrespect for gays out there. You like Busted. It's fine. It's just people insinuating straight men with being gay because they like Busted. No, it's just 3 guys actually playing music now. Properly, not miming stuff like on Top of the Pops back in the day. I just don't understand it. It annoys me.
I think they got caught in the boy band era when they first came out.
Yeah, well they got classed as a pop band, didn't they?
Nobody really understood that a band could actually play their own instruments.
Yeah.
And perform them exactly as they sound on the record live without having to mime it.
Yeah.
Which is when they done the Top of the Pops performance, and they were caught miming.
Yeah.
I think they were forced to do that.
Yeah, probably.
And that's probably one of the exact reasons Charlie left, is because people just didn't respect them enough.
Yeah.
And now I feel they're getting so much more respect.
What I noticed a lot
industry.
from not so much the McFly tour when I went to the Meat one, the Pigs Can Fly one, there was a lot of lads there, not just women. There was a lot of lads enjoying themselves. So it's more people, instead of back in the day hiding away, I like Busted, but I'm not going to tell anybody.
Yeah.
To just accepting the do, which I think is amazing.
Yeah. It's really
like
cool.
I could be frightened right now to do my YouTube videos, but I don't care. I don't give a shit. Like
no, I don't.
Yeah,
care.
I just like them.
Like when I go to work and I've got my earphones in and a colleague comes up to me and they're like, "Oh, what are you listening to?"
Yeah.
And I say Busted and they go, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." They're just It's just music that I like.
No, dude.
I don't come over to you and slate your choices, so don't slate
Yeah.
mine. And Busted deserves so much more respect than what they get.
Yeah, man.
They are slowly gaining that respect. But yeah,
It's gonna
I don't know what you think.
I don't think I'll ever people hating on them or hating people that like him will ever go. I think it is what it is now.
It's with their name.
Yeah,
now, isn't it, really?
It's like someone came on my stream. I think it's called Brandon Lewis, and he's from Texas. And over there, he said that they're quite big now. They've got a name for themselves over there now. But they don't know their background, so they just think they're a genuine pop punk band. They don't realise they're a pop band over here that just women went mental for. So over there, it's different. It's like, oh, these are cool. They don't know the background in the UK like they do over there, which is a bit of a shame. They should be like this over here, but it is what it is at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So basically, go on.
Just cutting back to when I said in that 10-year period of them not being around, and me not really listening to them and falling out of love, I think obviously I listen to them like maybe once every 2 years, and I think the last when they announced McBusted, I listened to them like religiously.
Yeah,
I think I found a newfound respect for their music.
Definitely, dude.
Because I wasn't listening to it as this is Busted, the boy band.
Yeah.
I was listening to it like thinking, this is music that I've missed out on for 8 years.
Yeah.
And now I understand, like I listen to it for what it is.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Rather than listening to it because it's popular.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
But in a nutshell, if you're a lad and you're embarrassed, don't be embarrassed. Just be honest.
Yeah.
That's my advice. Just be honest. And people just start to finally accept and not even take the piss anymore. They'll just know what you like, what you don't like. So just accept it.
Exactly. Don't worry about liking them.
Yeah.
Like it's totally okay.
No, dude, definitely.
there's so many people that like love them.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously us two being two of them. Just accept it and the other people will accept it as well.
Definitely, dude. Definitely. Well, that's cool. So anyway,
awesome.
There's our journeys. We just thought to explain how we got into them.
Yeah, definitely.
But now we're gonna have a bit of fun because what we've done is
we've
built a quiz to each other first. 5 questions each. We're gonna take turns to answer them, and we'll see who's the better Busted fan, if you will, between me and Joe.
Well,
we'll see.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure, dude. So I don't know what I want to call a segment something funny, but I don't know what to call it yet. But we'll find out a name in the future. It's early doors, anyways.
Yeah. If you've got any suggestions, go on Twitter. Go at Crash the Pod, and let us know if you've got any suggestions for the name of this segment.
Yeah, man. Anyway,
be creative.
Yeah. Right, let's do this. It's gonna be a bit fun. Who do you want to go first?
Did you want to go
I'll
first?
I'll let you go first. Yeah, I did my story first. So
we need some like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Okay, Stewy, your first question.
Hit me.
Are you ready?
I'm so nervous because I don't want to fucking let anyone down.
Okay, here we go. What was the only song on Night Driver to make it onto the single charts?
What You're On.
Correct.
Thank you.
Ding ding
ding ding ding. I remember listening on the radio actually once or twice, and that was it. Same with air guitar actually with McBusted. I only heard it once or twice.
Yeah, that was on a few times.
Yeah. Right, mine. What were Busted's 4 number 1 singles?
Oh my god. Okay. Number 1 singles.
Yeah, 4 of them.
You said no.
Yes.
Because I remember him shouting, "You made this number 1, dude."
Yeah, dude.
Air Hostess.
I keep
really?
Yeah, you keep going though. I'll let you keep going.
Wow. Crash the Wedding.
Yes,
surely.
there's 2. Yeah.
Right. Okay. See, I think Year 3000 and What I Go to School For are too obvious, so I don't think it's them two.
No, basically, I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
You said no is only one off the first album, so.
Right. Okay.
So
3 a.m.
So Sleeping with the Light On isn't 3 a.m. half a point.
Half a point.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's half a point. I'll explain in a minute, but
I'm
do
so
another,
confused, man.
do another one. Think of another one.
One more. From the
Second album.
So it's from A Present for Everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to kick myself, aren't I?
Yeah, dude.
Who's
I'll give-
David?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, cool.
So I'll tell you what the half a point was. It's
Yeah.
Thunderbirds because they brought Thunderbirds and 3M on one track.
Oh, of course. Damn
So
it.
yeah. So he did get it really. But yeah, both Thunderbirds and 3M at one track. It wasn't actually separate singles.
Okay.
But there was two different CD covers. There was a Thunderbird CD cover and a 3M one, and they still have
Yeah.
both tracks on. I think I can't remember,
Ah,
or maybe a live one. I can't
you
remember.
got me there. You got me
Yeah.
there.
Right.
Okay. So next question for you.
Yeah, dude.
I think you might get this one. I think I've done mine a little bit too easy, but it's fine.
I've got a few
Um,
easy ones, I think. Anyway, continue.
Okay. What was the record number of nights they sold out at Wembley Arena for the Ticket for Everyone tour?
Shit, dude. I don't actually know. Was it 11?
Correct.
Oh, what a guess! I swear I guessed that.
Absolutely, man.
I must have heard it somewhere. Wow.
You jammy git.
Yeah, what a legend. Right. In the Jonas Brothers version of the year 3000, who did they replace Michael Jackson with?
Oh. Sorry, can you repeat the question?
In the Jonas Brothers version of year 3000, who did they replace Michael Jackson with in the lyrics?
We had outsold. Oh, God. I've never listened to it.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
So you're going to get it wrong.
I'm
Not on Google.
going to take a stab in the dark and say Janet Jackson.
Nope.
Damn.
It's Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's shit, but
Fair enough.
it's better than Michael Jackson in. But
Damn
yeah,
it.
they try to change it up a bit, Jonas Brothers.
That was a Jonas Brother question.
Yeah, it was still busted, kind of related with year 2000.
Yeah,
but
no, that's fine.
yeah, I just thought you might have knew because obviously people are intrigued to go and actually check the cover out and might, Anyway, yeah, you fire away.
Next one for you. Who is the first person to sing a line on the self-titled album? No checking what songs first.
No. I'm doing my head. Charlie.
Correct.
Thank you. I can't remember the first line lyric now. Hold on.
He says, "Ooh, yeah, yeah."
Yeah. If you class it as a lyric more than just noises.
They're definitely lyrics.
Yeah,
'cause they're
definitely.
words.
Yeah. It is a word. All right. In the video of year 3000, who is the little kid? Who played the little kid?
Oh my God.
It's quite. You'll be quite. If you don't, I'm surprised you don't know this actually, because it's quite.
I'm such a bad Busted fan. Jesus Christ, man.
You can give up if you really want to.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
Chris Bourne, his brother.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah, I swear down.
No way. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, it's his brother, Chris.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Fair
Anyway.
enough.
Yeah, it's something cool. It's just something really like. Oh,
That is
that's
really cool.
interesting. Yeah.
I'm gonna use that. I don't know where I'm gonna use that, but I'm gonna use that.
Yeah.
Okay, next question for you. What 2 Brit Awards did Busted win at the 2004 awards?
I think it's upcoming artist or newcomer. I think.
I'll give you the point for that. and then
Is
there's
that
one
not a
more.
smash hit? I can't remember. The
I'll
other
give
one.
you were close enough. I'll give you the point for that. You got one more award to guess.
I don't know. Best single, maybe. For
Is that your guess?
Or for something? Yeah.
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
It was
It's hard.
probably an award that made Charlie leave. Actually,
Really.
best
Boy band.
best pop act.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What was the other one then? If you said I'd give you the point.
Best British breakthrough.
Yeah, it's about the same thing, isn't it? Newcomer
Yeah,
breakthrough.
exactly.
Yeah, I knew they made the one that award, but I don't know if it was Brit Award or Smash Hits Award when Smash Hits used to do it.
Fair enough.
I think Smash Hits used to do awards. I can't
I
remember.
can't remember.
But yeah, cool. It's hard. That's a hard one, dude. I can't. It's thing. They gotta be die hard.
Yeah,
Buster fan know
literally.
every single thing like that. So Buster had a program on MTV about trying to break into America. What was it called?
Busted in America.
Wrong.
Really?
Yeah, it was called Busted. It was called America or Busted.
Ah. Damn. I was so confident with that answer.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I knew this.
It was called America or Busted.
Damn it.
I know. And yeah, I'll let you carry with the next one.
Okay, so the next one is for Busted's comeback tour, Pigs Can Fly. To the nearest 1,000, how many tickets sold in the first hour?
Fuck, dude. Nearest 1,000.
To the nearest 1,000.
I'm gonna say 12,000.
12,000.
Yeah, I'm just no, 15.
You are going to be pleasantly surprised, my friend.
Right.
100,000.
Holy shit!
Absolutely crazy.
I can't remember how many dates there were. To be fair.
No, I think there was quite a few, but that's absolutely mad. 100,000 tickets in 1 hour.
That's unbelievable, dude. Like
Yeah.
I was just trying to tally it like an estimate of each arena would have had, and then
If that's incorrect, can everybody go and change that on Wikipedia, because that's where I got it from.
yeah, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
You probably won't get the last one because it's off my question because was that the last question you did there?
That was my last question.
Yeah. I was just thought double check. This next one is I don't know if it's right. I got it off a website and said it was submitted by someone, so it was kind of like Wikipedia.
Okay.
But I believe it, so I could be wrong. So Bust if you listen, sorry. So Jerry Halliwell, when Busted first break were literally coming up, Jerry Halliwell was on the radio. I don't know if she was interviewing them or not, but she misread their original name and called them Busted, so stuck with it. What was the original name?
What was their original name?
Yeah, obviously,
Jesus Christ.
obviously, if you think about it, when I say she
misread it.
yeah,
Jesus. Brexit. I don't know. Buster.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Fucking sweet. What a guess.
I was about to say a dog's name, and you would have got it probably. Yeah, it's called.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
called Buster. Apparently,
Buster.
I don't know how true that is, but I thought it was a really.
Fair enough.
If it is true, that's a really canny, a good
That's a very good
story. Yeah, story question. Aye.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know. I don't know
think
what
we've established from that you are the better Busted fan.
this week.
Or that your questions were really difficult and mine were really easy.
They weren't that difficult.
No, it's just right, everybody. I am the worst Busted fan ever. I'm sorry.
I think you'll come back harder next time, dude. If we can get it.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna run out of questions eventually.
I'm gonna do so much research in this next week.
Yeah, man. Right, let's do some Q&As before I wrap this up. I'm going to try and get through this fast. We've been on nearly
Sweet.
an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So time's getting on. We've got things to do.
Awesome.
So first one's from Matty Laybourne. Favourite all-time Busted song and why? I'm not going to answer this because I've got a video coming out, my top 10 video, and I don't want to spoil it. So
Fair
I'll let
enough.
you go if you want to go, Joe. It's up to you.
My favourite ever Busted song and why? Jesus Christ. What a question. I'm going to have a moment to think about this.
Right.
Oh, Jesus. I think it has to be Meet You There.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Meet You There, definitely.
Do you want to say why quickly or very, very quickly? Or?
Why? Is it cheating if I just say just because I love it? I literally have no reason why.
Yeah, dude, it's
like
hard.
It just fills me with so much emotion.
Yeah.
And there are background reasons of why I love it, but yeah, it just fills me with so much joy. I love that song.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah. Do you want to read the next one out, or do you know it?
The next one is from Ben Reed. What do you think Busted should do a cover of next?
This is a really good question, but I can't actually think of what they would do.
No, I don't know. Maybe just for the lols, they should do a Greatest Showman song.
Yeah. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. That's a good idea.
I don't know what one, but I don't know. Maybe Matt, if you're listening, I know you love Hugh Jackman, so maybe you can have a word with him and pick a Greatest Showman song to do.
Yeah, man. I'll go with that. That sounds like fun.
Awesome. What's the next question?
Next by Cams. What is your favourite band member? Well, she's got two parts, so that's the first part. What's your favourite band member?
Okay. My favourite band member. After meeting them, Charlie.
Right.
For sure.
I'm gonna say, well, Matt was from my childhood, But as of late, I'm fond of everybody. I can't really decide. I've always had a personal
Yeah.
personality with Matt. I feel like we're quite the same.
Yeah, I
Um,
know what you mean.
But I don't know. I like them all. If I had
It's
to
like
choose an order, it would be Matt, Charlie, James. Even though the other way around, I would say talent-wise. But
yeah. It's like choosing a favorite child.
yeah,
Can't really do it.
yeah. But yeah, I would say Matt if I had to choose. But that's just because of childhood reasons. When I liked him when I was younger, I wanted to be him.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god, now my dog's barking. Sorry about that, guys.
It's alright. It's alright. What's the next one? From Beck Escott. Oh no, dude, we got another. It was a second part, wasn't it?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
had two was it? Why are they your favorite member?
No, she didn't say why. She said, "How do you
Oh.
personally feel about Charlie break up, the comeback, and behaving nicely?"
Behaving nicely.
I've
Be a
I
good
think
boy, Charlie.
I think we've already wrapped this in the journey.
Yeah.
I was more about the money at first. I thought then the breakup. Sorry, it was heartbreaking. Then comeback was more about money at the time, but now I feel like he's totally changed. He's a totally different man. And I think he's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think you probably agree with that, will you?
Yeah, definitely. I can only mirror what you said.
Yeah.
Love the guy. He's brilliant.
Yeah. Right, now we'll go to the next one. Beck Escott asks, what is your favourite Busted music video and why? Looking forward to the podcast. Thank you.
Thank you. Favorite video and why?
I'm going to say Thunderbirds because I was obsessed with it. Not so much the Thunderbird ask of it. It just looked cool the way they were taught the camera and stuff.
Yeah, it did look really awesome, to be fair, yeah. That's a good shout. The most viewed one that I've watched was probably Air Hostess.
Really? I thought we had 3,000 for some reason.
Yeah, definitely Air Hostess.
Is that yours as well? Is that your choice?
Yeah, that was my choice.
Cool. What's the next one, Joe?
The next one is it's from Elmo. He says since best song has been asked, how about favourite song and why? I think we've already had that one.
Yeah, I can't answer that because it's the same thing. Favorite.
Oh, here you go. He's asked a second part on that question. What is our favourite version of What Happened to Your Band?
Busted.
I'm
not going into it why. We'll go into it next time.
Yeah, definitely.
And they said, what most standout hit from the album, the new album?
New album? Oh, Jesus.
Hit-wise, you're going to say hit that'll catch on?
Hit, yeah.
Radio.
Radio, yeah. I think I'll agree with that.
Radio. If I had to choose my own, I'm not going to choose my top 7
only
songs.
Because that's the only
one that will catch on with.
Yeah,
the one that will catch on with people. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like the majority of audience.
If I had to choose like a favourite, it would be something different. But
yeah,
we're going to that next episode.
Yeah, dude. Adam Warlow says, if you could listen to one Buster album for the rest of your life, which one would it be? I mean, that's a bloody tough question. Love your reaction, Vids. Cheers, man. At the moment, halfway there by far, just because it's fresh. But it's such a hard question for me to ask personally. If I had to choose, probably Present for Everyone. Really, it's the one that's got the most hits I like.
It sounds like I'm copying you, but yeah, I definitely a Present for Everyone.
Yeah.
Or
we could just change it up and say, right, I want the live album because it's got a mixture of everything.
Ah, there you go. But that would be cheating, Stewy.
Yeah, dude. It's not really,
I definitely think a Present for Everyone.
Yeah,
only because it's got the most songs on it.
Yeah, the most.
I need me as much Busted as I can possibly get.
Yeah, man, definitely. What's next?
The next question is from Taylor Last. He has asked, what Busted video that they have done would you most like to appear in?
Oh God, you got to think of the videos, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, you could be what I go for school for. You could be one of the kids running for the car.
Yeah. That would be pretty cool.
I don't know.
I think it definitely has to be one where there's other people involved. Like you can't pick radio, because that's just the three of them.
Yeah, and you can't really pick 90s because no, it's not really. Oh, you could be in the child. You could be in the classroom, I suppose, at the start.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Maybe you said no. Be part of the crowd watching them on the BMXs. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. I can't really remember the Who's David video.
I remember them being on the phone talking.
Yeah.
On like a payphone.
I need to watch that video again.
Yeah.
I think I would probably say What I Go to School For.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Just because obviously they're jumping around at the end, and that would have been really cool.
Yeah, it'd be a cool moment. Yeah, definitely, dude.
Oh my god, dog, shut up.
Charlie Smith asks, honest opinion of Night Drive record. I'm just gonna say it. I've always said it before. I really like it. It's my least favorite one of all of them so far, but I still think it's a good album overall. It's got me least favorite song by Busted ever on it, but still, I love the record. I'll still go back and listen to it.
Yeah, for sure. My honest opinion on Night Driver, it's absolutely amazing. I love it. I love every single song on that album. It's such a different feeling, because obviously when you've got like the pop punk vibe from the 3 albums, like Busted, Present for Everyone, and Halfway There, it just gives a different vibe. Like if you just want to chill out, you can just listen to that album, and it's the perfect album to chill out to. So
definitely, dude.
Yeah,
good answer to that.
There's my thoughts.
Yeah. Helen's. Oh, it's your turn, isn't it? I've got some questions down here that I haven't put. The people have said them. Hold on, I'll get them on while you say the next question.
What is the next question?
By
Helen. I don't think I've written it down. So
Helen. All right. Okay. Sorry. So Helen Smith asks, "What's your favourite song so far they have done live?" Which is a good one.
Oh, very good question.
Easy. It's off the Peace Can Fly tour. Falling for You. I love that live. There's something about it. The way they go into it. Everything.
Yeah. Awesome. Favorite song they've ever done live? Oh my god.
You're going to say Meet You There, Pigs Can Fly, aren't you?
I think I have to.
Yeah.
Just because of what it done to me at the gig. Like, I just broke down into tears, and my fiance literally had to hold me up. Yeah. Thank you, Stewie, for picking my answer. Let's go with and Meet You There.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
Pigs Can Fly tour, 2000 and was it 16, 15?
Something like that.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Can't remember. Sorry, guys.
It's alright. Next one's by Busted Sydney. Which album's better than Night Driver? Halfway There. Pretty simple. Halfway There by far for me.
Halfway There.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Just because it's going back to their classic sound.
Definitely do. I don't even think I have to explain that.
No, it's just something we were all craving. So yeah, definitely Halfway There.
Sweet.
Is that everything? Or
no, there's two more. There's one by Eleanor, I think. What's your favourite song from each album and why?
Okay. I'm
going to try and wrap this up fast because I haven't got much time left. But the first one would probably be I can't really choose, but either Year 3000 or You Said No. And the reasons why it's just so iconic classics to me. That I'd never get old. Number 2, I kind of choose one. Falling for You. Why? Fake. I can't explain why. I just love them so much. There's no
fair play.
It's hard, dude. I think Why is unique because it's just Charlie, and it originally apparently was Charlie and his brothers. Brothers made that song. It's
awesome.
nothing to do with James and Matt.
No.
So them 3, and then Night Driver. Oh, for God's sake, easy by far.
Yeah.
It was different, but had still that busted vibe, but like a slow busted
song. Yeah,
song.
Definitely.
And the halfway there, I'm not gonna say yet.
I'm gonna say okay, cool.
Yeah.
So just really quickly, as Stewie said, we're running out of time. Self-titled, Sleeping with the Light On. Present for Everyone, Meet You There. Night Driver. Oh god, probably Thinking of You or New York.
Yeah.
And then Halfway There, It Happens.
Yeah. And why for them? Or do you want to quick wrap up? It's just simple.
Why?
You love them.
Just because I love them. I'm going to be really, really cheap and just say I love them.
There's no this hard answer, dude. You've got to think about why you actually do it.
Yeah.
You have to start giving it going through the whole song and think, I like this bit, this bit, and this bit. It's a long-winded thing.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've got one more.
Yeah, one more. It's by Andrew Van Stone. Last question. Did you listen to them much around when they went around from 2004 to 2015? We've kind of really just capped on that, really.
Yeah, because they broke my heart, I didn't until McBusted was announced, and then I fell back in love with them. So yeah, that's just a really quick summary of that time period for me.
And mine was, yes, I did listen to them, but it wasn't like constantly. It was like every year I would go back to a song. Go, oh fuck me, that was good. Then listen to more for about maybe a couple of weeks, and then stop listening for another year.
Yeah.
Till exactly
Spot on.
till Mick Busted came out. But yeah, there's your questions.
Nice
a lot
one.
of questions. I've sorry went on too long.
No,
It's
cool, man.
been awesome.
Thank you everyone for your questions and
Yeah.
for interacting. Even before we'd haven't had a episode out, I think we've
Yeah.
got something crazy like 53 followers,
on
54 followers now.
on Twitter.
And we haven't even released an episode yet. So if you've enjoyed this, guys, please follow us on @crashed the pod on Twitter.
Put some give us some questions for next time as well. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, definitely. We've got the next episode sort of planned out. We definitely need to have a quick meeting on exactly how we're going to do that. But yeah, it's been really fun.
Yeah, so follow Twitter. He's just said subscribe because it's on YouTube, obviously.
Yep.
Comment below. Give us ideas of future topics, Buster related, anything.
Definitely.
How well we did. Constructive criticism is welcomed.
Tell me how shit my voice is. That's fine.
Yeah. Tell how I
Do
always
it.
say and rumble my words a lot.
That's fine.
But yeah, it's been a blast. This, like I said, everything, socials, links, everything will be below. Do what you need to do.
Yeah, we won't bother with reading our Twitter names out. You can find them in the description, as Stewy said. But it's been really great. Thank you all for listening.
Yeah, dude.
And yeah, it's been amazing. So thanks, Stewy.
Pleasure. Yeah, thank you, Joe.
Awesome.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you all next time.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
See you later. Bye. Glad I crashed the podcast.